Good morning, everybody. Pastor Michigan, also the North Central Chaplain from Broken Chains, JC. It is June 11th, 2025, and we are in day 3 of Scripture in the City. Should be at least 3/4 of the way through the Bible, and have already. We've had 2 great evening tent meetings with great messages. Even if one of them was mine, I know that God gave me those words because He challenged me in them to what it meant to fear God. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning to all the rest of you that are watching. So glad to have you all here. Last night we got challenged on what it looks like to meet people where they're at. Take the love of God that He gave us when He met us where we were at, and do that for others. And last night my wife and I and another lady from our church got the opportunity to take an invite to a local clubhouse here in our community, and go and have burgers with them and just be present. And it wasn't that we were there to preach. We weren't. We were there to be present and let them know that we don't judge them. And I was thinking about that this morning, about the fact that we don't judge them. One of the reasons I think that I prefer to interact with people that way is because if I judge them, they have the right to judge me, and based on my past life, there's enough there to sentence me to hell. I just want you to think about that thought for a minute. Our pastor that shared last night, he spoke about the fact that we always say, love the person, hate the sin, or hate the sin, love the sinner. And that premise is just wrong, because if you are hating the sin, that's all they're experiencing. God did not do that with me. He did not do that with you. He loved the sinner. And in that, it changed the sin in my life. Has the potential to change the sin in yours. Sometimes it's really slow, because that change comes about from the idea that it's just not comfortable anymore. It changes the sin so it's less comfortable. But it's changed, is it not? Today is June 11th. We're going to read Proverbs 11 and verse 14. Without guidance, people fall, but with much resolve, there is deliverance. Guys, if we're not there, present with them, if we're not loving them and meeting them where they're at, and not judging their lives, not judging them, not hating the sin in a offensive way, but letting them see that we don't need to participate in it, that living a life with much resolve that I'm going to live my life right. And in that, there is not just deliverance for you, there's deliverance for those around you. And engage them where they were at. They saw that we resolved to be us no matter what. When the food came, we all held hands and prayed over the meal. When we left, We thank them for having us. All of that was done with respect. I mean, even when we were getting ready to leave and we were saying goodbye, I that I should have got. We showed up in a cage. And they asked me, how could I be a biker if I didn't ride my motorcycle? And I said, well, I get it, but I had the equipment to the meeting, and there was no way to have the bike too. And I was disappointed. But the next time we go, I'll have the bike. I deserved the razzing, and they gave it to me because they met me where I was at too. Let's meet each other where we're at. Let's love the sinner and not worry about the sin. You know, it's not my sermon to preach. It was the sermon that was preached yesterday, but it made a good point about the fact that the man Jesus healed that was blind from death, when the disciples asked who sinned, Jesus pretty much said, why are you worried about who sinned? Why don't you worry about what's wrong and what you can do to fix it? The guy's blind. Let's restore his sight. Let's not worry about the sin. So get out there today. First and foremost, put your focus on Jesus Christ. With an abundance of resolve, receive that don't have you in their life, showing them that they will fall. Proverbs 11:14. Go read it for yourself. I love you guys. Have a great day. God bless.